The need for connection and belonging is a fundamental human need. When we communicate with each other, we not only share ideas to solve problems, we also connect and strengthen the bond. Interpersonal skills are behaviors that help you interact with others more effectively, more positively. Hi everyone, this is me, Jyotika Bedi, founder of Happiness is Love. We make relationships better. Do you want to learn key strategies that can help you improve your communication style? Do you want to better your interpersonal skills? Well, I know this is a need of the hour because we all want to build good people skills, interpersonal skills, and relationships, because now science is saying it, psychology is saying it, research is saying that one of the greatest sources of our happiness and well-being are our relationships. And for that, the lifeblood of our relationships are good interpersonal skills. And sometimes schools and colleges don't teach us that. And math and science is important, but equally important are our interpersonal skills. Before I begin, thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing onto our YouTube channel. If you've not already, then please press the subscribe button right now and the bell icon button so that you can get notifications from us. We love connecting with you. We love hearing from you. Thank you for encouraging us and supporting us, because we believe together we can help ourselves and our future generation. And today's video is really about helping you build healthy relationship skills and improve your communication, because most of us want to learn, don't we? Even if we have an easy time making friends and communicating our needs and wants, but learning some extra tips can definitely help you master the art and the science of communication. So are you ready? Together, let's explore key aspects of interpersonal communication. I'm very excited to share this with you because I love to learn, and I believe when we share, we learn, we grow together. So interpersonal communication, first let's decode this. What is interpersonal communication? Let's find out about the skill and why do I believe that it is important for both your personal and for your professional relationships as well. The need for connection and belonging is a fundamental human need. And I've always said that, not only as young children, but even as adults. We want others to like us. We feel good when we feel heard, understood, respected, supported, and when others help us in problem solving. Interestingly, we even mimic others in words and gestures, showing them how similar we are. And that makes sense because we evolved as evolved social beings. We need to learn how to connect better and learn strategies to survive. When we communicate with each other, we not only share ideas to solve problems, we also connect and strengthen the bond. And this is the work that we do at Happiness is Love, where we share tools, techniques, and tips so that we can together build better bonds. And that I believe is the only way to build a better future. We usually connect with people through our interpersonal communication skill, and which is an important set of skills which impacts our personal and professional life. And I think it's important for us to teach our children. If you're a parent, it's important to teach your children. If you're a professional, if you don't have children, that's fine. But if you're a professional, you work with a team, you definitely will agree that we all need to, from time to time, improve and better our interpersonal communication. So again, let us just quickly, there's a beautiful Berkeley article from Berkeley Wellbeing Institute, and they have written a beautiful article, and I would like to quote them and share their definition, which simply says, interpersonal communication is how two people communicate. Really simple. I love the way they simplify it. Really, it can mean sharing information and expressing thoughts or feelings, either face-to-face or through a medium such as a phone call, an email, or social media. Interpersonal communication really refers to verbal and non-verbal communication, which also includes your body language, your facial expressions, and your tonality, because your body speaks louder than words sometimes. So it's very important to be cognizant that 93% of our communication is really through our body. When you take time to ask your friend about weekend plans, or your colleagues invite you to dinner, or you exchange text messages with a friend, all these are really examples of interpersonal communication. And this type of communication is essential for connecting and building better bonds. So again, what are interpersonal communication skills? Interpersonal skills are behaviors that help you interact with others more effectively, more positively in the workplace, at school, or just in the larger world. And some examples of interpersonal skills could include things like active listening, openness, and empathy. We made a lot of videos around how to build empathy, because again, the only way to build a better world is to build more empathy. What makes interpersonal communication a great asset is to have it that so that you know that this is something that you can learn. It's really a skill that can be developed. For instance, active listening and opening and being openness are great skills to have if your kids tell you about their problems, but if they're also but they're also extremely helpful if you need to maybe mediate a conflict at work. Although these situations require different behaviors from you, you can utilize your interpersonal skills to help make the best of any situation. So again, few examples that I'd like to share with you of interpersonal communication skills are, like I said, active listening, body language, negotiation skills, openness, positive attitude, that is so important, teamwork, critical thinking, emotional intelligence. In fact, today I just made a beautiful video on the importance of emotional intelligence for better leadership, emotional intelligence for better parenting, and emotional intelligence for better relationships. Assertiveness, responsibility, effective communication, conflict resolution, and problem solving skills, because I really believe that our interpersonal communication is something that we'll need so that we are future ready. With the online world constantly growing, it's created new and interesting avenues to communicate and connect with others. And there are numerous benefits to this type of interpersonal communication, but it also raises some puzzling questions. Does online communication benefit our physical and mental health? How are we feeling about this increase in online communication? When I initially felt very, very overwhelmed, and that's why, it sparked a lot of things in me, and it sparked a few questions also that we need to explore a new perspective on interpersonal communication in the future world, and this is so important. And I want to give you a few examples as to why interpersonal communication is now an important part of our lives. Number one, teamwork. The old saying that teamwork equals dream work or makes dream work is still valid today. A critical skill at a job. The ability to be a team player, to collaborate, requires you to have excellent communication and people skills. And no matter what, I need to invest in my growth and development so that I can be a better communicator. I can be more effective and impactful, whether I'm leading a team or I'm collaborating, because this is something that will help my success. Conflict resolution. Whether you need to stop a fight between a brother or a sister, or silent conflict between co-workers, different situations need conflict and conflict resolution strategies. We made a whole video on tips and techniques on how to resolve conflict in the most effective, meaningful, and positive way. Please go to our YouTube channel and see our video. You'll find it useful for sure. Problem solving. Problem solving is an important skill that can help you identify and explore opportunities essential in your daily life, at home, at school, and at work. And interpersonal communication helps you to identify problems and figure out a solution that helps you and others. Active listening. This is non-negotiable. When you're actively listening to someone, you give them your full, undivided attention. We're also guilty of multitasking, and I think it doesn't really serve us because we were not hardwired for multitasking. We talk to our children now with our heads down, we're on the phone, and we tell them that we're listening to them. That's not listening. Active listening means when you're not distracted, when you are fully focused, when all your senses are engaged and you're giving that person the respect that, yes, you are present with them. Listening, and I tell my children, listening not just with your ears, but with your eyes and with your heart, so that the message that you communicate to the other person is, yes, I care for you. You matter and you are important. This is very important because this also helps us avoid misunderstandings at work or at home. I mean, I know I've had many fights with my partner because many a times when I'm trying to say something important, he's listening. But again, it's hearing, it's not listening, because he's not fully engaged, he's not fully present with me in that moment. And now that I have learned and I'm more assertive, I'm able to ask him that, can you please give me your full attention? I really need your help right now. And it's really helped me and my bond with my partner. Connection, social connection. We all know in the past that we were not hardwired for isolation. We are all hardwired for connection and love. And social connection is an important part of being human. When you're not connected to others, first of all, when you're not connected to yourself, it negatively impacts not just your physical, but your emotional and mental state. It can increase the chances of death by at least 50%. Heart disease, and this is again proven by science, that connecting with others can increase and improve our well-being and our health, and building a support system really helps you feel better, especially in times of stress. So again, building the skill has a lot of value, has a lot of advantages. So again, what are the types of interpersonal communications? Oral communication, written communication, non-verbal communication, and active listening. And interpersonal communication in the workplace, again, is so crucial. It's probably very difficult nowadays to find many jobs that don't involve being a part of a team and interacting with others, customers, co-workers, or bosses. Most jobs require multiple types of personal skills and interpersonal communication. Although some jobs rely more on them than others, however, having poor interpersonal skills can be a detriment for the company and for your co-workers, as people want to work with others who can improve their workday. So it's very important for us to invest in this most important skill. And we at Happiness is Love are here for you. If you're struggling with any aspect of your life, if you're wanting to build this skill, please reach out to us, because we care and we are here. And that's why we are in the business of learning and development, because I believe that happiness is impossible without learning, growing, updating ourselves, and then sharing that with others. Companies and organizations are run by people. So without interaction and communication today, it is very challenging to work with people who don't have this important skill. And this is important for high performing teams as well. And there's some reasons why interpersonal skills are very, very crucial in the workplace, because they open up new opportunities. They can make you an effective leader. It can help you express more gratitude. In fact, research says that saying and hearing thanks positively impacts your well-being and work performance. For example, managers who say thank you to those who work for them see their employees as more motivated to work harder, and the employees can put in even 50% more work than usual after the manager has expressed their gratitude. So then the question is, how do I really build interpersonal skills for being a confident communicator? Very simple. Number one, figure out your goal. To build strong interpersonal skills, you first need to know what areas you need to improve exactly. Ask yourself whether you might practice more active listening because the phone distracts you. Reflect on whether you need to work on your teamwork skills, your collaboration skills. You can further identify the areas that need strengthening by asking for feedback from your colleagues, family, and friends. Believe me, if you want to grow as a leader, seeking active feedback is non-negotiable. Till the time I don't work on my blind spots, I cannot grow to be my bestest version. So please go out there and seek active feedback from your loved ones for your personal growth and development, and thank them later for it. Practice active listening, like I said. Learn emotional regulation. Emotional intelligence for better leadership, better parenting, and relationship is an important part of your life. If you want to start and get out there and have an impact on the world, your communication, your emotional regulation, again, are linked to your overall happiness, well-being, income, and your social economic status. You can learn how to control your emotions by practicing mindfulness, and we have an amazing video on radical acceptance. You can again go to our YouTube channel and see this video because it's really had a profound impact even on me and people who've seen that video, because it's really, life is really about radical acceptance and practicing mindfulness. And of course, practicing empathy, like I said, to understand another person at a deeper level. Try cultivating empathy. It's an essential skill that can lead to more helpful behaviors and effective leadership as well. And it helps you in getting the right help and cooperation in social dilemmas. Be curious. Are you curious enough to ask what's going on? Sometimes when you're talking to someone, you might make assumptions about what they're saying, maybe about how they're feeling in a certain situation, what they like, or how they view the world. When you make assumptions, even though they are unconscious, it can derail the conversation or make the other person feel misunderstood. Instead, try to be curious and ask open-ended questions. Practice these skills. Now that you've figured out what needs improvement and you've learned a few skills to build these interpersonal skills, it's time to practice. In fact, people ask me, how do you do it? It's taken me 20 years and it's all practice, practice, practice. And I'm still work and learn, because life is all about learning and growing, and life never stops teaching you. So you can start small. The idea is to start small plus consistency equals success. Little by little is when you're going to achieve your goals. It's not going to be an overnight process. There's no magic. There's no quick fix. You can start small by practicing, let's say, with a friend or a family member if you want to learn active learning skills, and consider getting more courageous as you master the skills. I have absolutely loved making this video today because I really believe this is one of the greatest things we can do, where we can share our learnings. We support each other, we encourage each other, we are here for each other, and that's the purpose of our lives, to help each other grow to be our bestest, grandest versions. So thank you once again for all the love, all the support, and your encouragement, which really propels us. If you're again struggling with any aspect of your life, please comment on the comment box. We are here, we care, and we are here to support you. Until then, keep smiling, keep shining.